Gaming can be really fun depending on the device that you're using, and even then, if you're not using it at gaming directly, the idea of having such product as something like virtual reality is actually insane. And actually having it at such an affordable price, this is not going to work out as well as I was going to do it. I bought a MetaQuest 3S a few months back, and it's finally time for me to give my review on the MetaQuest 3S. First things first I have to say is that I've owned this since May of 2025, and I bought this for the price of, technically, if I were to say it, $219, which actually is including my trade-in, 1-year warranty, and a redemption of GameStop Pro. Now, originally the price in itself was $300, and I bought the 128GB version. The biggest reason why I bought a headset like this is mainly for VR chat, which I gotta say, with a headset, it's a lot better than you think. Now, before I can get into anything else, like actually my impressions and that stuff, we actually got the actual headset, which has got many cameras and sensors on it to make sure that it knows exactly what you're doing with the actual headset in itself. It's got USB-C, it's got the actual band on it, which actually has like adjustability on top and in the back, which you can adjust for your head. You also have this guy, which is basically to make sure there's a good seal on your face, but you can actually take this out, put another one on, or if you have a glasses adjustability, then you can put a glasses, like a thing to adjust for glasses, because you can wear glasses while wearing this. You actually have the actual lenses right here, which actually do work pretty well. They're actually adjustable, so you can adjust them to your eyes. Volume control, you got immersion button, which basically means you can just click it and then it'll immerse you in MetaQuest's own thing, or you can get out of the application easier. It's better. You can also hit the side of the MetaQuest. I don't know if this was a case of actually Meta being like, oh, you can hit it like 2 times and it'll take you out instantly or something, but I don't think that was intentional. And then you also have a power button and a power light for either if it's on. There's a power light on the front, but you have the charging light right here, which helps a left and right side. You got each buttons, A and B, and then X and Y, and then you got each joystick, and then the Meta button, and then this button right here. You also have the triggers in the back. Now, the one thing is these do not have the rings in them, so it's a lot nicer, it's a lot cleaner. I do have to certainly say that the biggest thing which you should buy with these, which I haven't bought one yet, but I'm probably going to buy one in the future, is a charging dock for your MetaQuest, which these do take AA batteries. They take 1 each, and they actually do last a very long time. They can last a few weeks, depending on how much usage you're using out of these. But now on to probably the pros and cons of the MetaQuest 3S. So first things first, I do like the actual controllers in themselves. They're actually fairly comfortable. They're actually fairly nice. I have dropped these a couple of times, and they're fairly durable, but I am dropping these on carpet, like thin carpets, so the only thing that I also did too is that I took out the actual strap as well, which I didn't like with them because they were flinging on my hands. Besides that, the buttons are pretty okay. The actual controls for them are also pretty decent. But onto the actual headset in itself, which first time using a VR headset like this, I've actually have tried something very similar with like a smartphone thing where you put your smartphone in it, play videos. And that's a totally different experience, but having something like this on, it's pretty insane. The big thing which I was complaining about is the eye strain and the neck strain, and those have completely gone away at this point. I don't have as much strain in the neck and that stuff, but the eyes still kind of are, but maybe that's just current day stuff, like the air hasn't been as good. Another thing with this is you actually have speakers in the actual bands themselves, like not in the bands, but the actual arms themselves. So when you do decide, it's actually very nice and fairly, like not loud as in everybody can hear you from a distance, but if you were in the same room with them, then you would be able to tell. Now, this is actually fairly comfortable. The only thing I don't like is the actual thing to seal your head against the headset, which kind of gets uncomfortable sometimes, plus it's a decent hair magnet because it's a certain material. It's like a certain fabric that can make hair stick to it. Besides that, it's not too bad. The actual guy is not that bad. The battery life is 2 hours, which sucks because, I mean, 2 hours is okay if you're taking a temporary time to get on VR and everything on its own, but you're gonna need a cable definitely to charge this guy and keep it either fully charged or something like that. This can disable the charging on it if it stays plugged in for too long, which is nice to know because it doesn't overcharge the battery. Now, some things which I do not like with it, which, first things first, I have to just get one thing out of the way, which is the actual band in itself. Now, first off, the massive red flag for me is the actual color, which the entire MetaQuest is white. Like the actual unit is white, besides this little guy right here. The actual bands in themselves are white, and then you also have the controllers in themselves, which I don't really care about the main shell being white, because it's okay. You can just wipe it off with a cloth or something. But the actual bands are a different story. I've had these for about 5 months at this point. I've owned them since May. And these get really dirty really quickly, especially the outsides of them, because they're getting exposed to the environments. And I haven't even had these like a full year and they're already like fairly grungy. Like even looking through the light, like there's a clear difference. Yeah, you can tell like certain parts of the band. I mean, it's pretty grungy and everything, which it would be okay if the actual band was either made out of a different material, which this material on top is not quite as bad as like a, it's an abrasion, so like it's not as bad. But up here especially, you can tell the difference with that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I wish that the color of the band was changed to a different color. In fact, I wish that the entire unit was a different color. Because, well, I don't really care about the main plastics bits. Like, I can't even tell that this guy has anything on it. It's a matte plastic, which one is actually a lot better because this means that it's not going to have the fingerprints and that stuff on it. But I do wish that they decided to go with a different color. In fact, they did an Xbox version, which was black. Even the band was black. And I wish that they did that for the general MetaQuests. I think another thing, which is something which I can change out at some point, is I don't mind the fact of using AA's, but it does get a bit annoying for a while because it's like you have to worry about the batteries dying and hoping they don't die, and generally it was kind of a mess. And I guess another thing which I can bring up is the generalization of hand tracking, which isn't that good. Also, I don't like the fact that VR chat tends to log this guy out, but I'm gonna play some footage of me, or some clips which I do actually have from VR chat of my experiences in VR. And this is what it looks like on the MetaQuest. You can see I'm filming on the camera right now. I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way to just like film my entire thing like this. I wanted to go in and actually like just, you know. There also are other games that you can absolutely install on here, like you got Gorilla Tag, which I have installed, YouTube. Roblox you can install, but you know Roblox is probably not exactly the best brand. Beat Saber. You generally have this beautiful like vibe. Like this is just VR chat, so I'm not like actually going out of my way to like. And I can even show you right now if I can find the mirror myself. Because you can see, like, from here, you can see me out here. Generally, there is a lot more with VR. Like, I do actually, like, the one thing is that the actual tracking is pretty good. Like, you can actually tell, like, I'm actually standing in front of the camera as it is. Like, and I mean, it's actually pretty decent as it is. I mean, the only thing is that it won't actually perfectly, like, you have to do body tracking if you want to do anything like the legs or any of that. You have to go out of your way to just do, like, so much more with the headset. And, and plus you have to hook it up to your PC as well. So, like, it's basically a case where you have to do so much more. The actual quality of this actually looks a lot better depending on how the worlds are. I mean, depends on how much stuff there is. Like, you can actually see there is a fair bit of stuff here. Like, we got, like, a bunch of screens. I can add in the pool table right here. A bunch of plushies right here, which I can pick up and throw around. There's so much more intuitive in this, and I could even do, like, Polaroids. And actually show you that this prints out properly. generally, this is fun. VR chat is really fun in the way that you can certainly do it. Because, I mean, this is the crazy thing of having VR and actually, and you can actually hear the audio from this actual headset right now, is that it's actually pretty clear against my camera, which I'm actually switching to right now, which certain so forth. It is actually like a very intuitive thing. It's certainly a lot more. I mean, if I were to do VR videos like this, that, and the other, it would be a lot more, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna show you some other videos of my VR experiences with like other friends and that stuff, so. Alright, I parked this Kia here, and this Kia, we got the Kia right here. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, he's coming this way. Alright. He can't make any good turns anymore. I'm gonna make sure to park this car properly. Alright. So what you do is you have to shift up first. This is like the worst car that you can ever have, too. So make sure to park it in the middle of the road. Makes so close. Here he comes. Damn.
No. I'm actually trying to fucking beat you in all this. And you got this stupid shit going on because you can't fucking beat me.
I beat you, but
He's
you
pathetic. Get this stupid fucking
Oh shit! Oh my god! Ah! Well, you know what?
This car ain't too bad. We're all going to die.
Oh, dirt road. Hell yeah, we got dirt road. Ooh, we got
dirt road.
Shit! Oh!
You're at 69. Nice.
Giggity. Take a picture of that for me.
That's hilarious.
Okay, hold on. Let me just catch this.
I think I'm at level. I'm at level 30.
Oh,
Well, are you?
beam. Okay. Hold on.
Beans. My boot placed.
Now, what are my final thoughts on the MetaQuest 3S? It's a great headset. Like, $300, it was actually worth the money, and I spent a little bit more or actually a little bit less because of my Nintendo Switch trade-in, and then also the fact that, like, I had a bit of a warranty on this, which I added on. The MetaQuest 3S, it's actually a really nice headset. I think if you hook it up to a PC, it's actually a lot better because you get to experience a lot more. Depending on which PC you're using, it could actually either be a really good one or it could be a really bad one. It could really depend on which one it is. And you could certainly stream from this guy if you really wanted to, but the battery life's not going to be as good. I think if anything, it's a decent headset. Like, it's a nice one. It's really nice. It's fairly small. You don't have to worry about the battery as much. You can charge it like fairly decently. Like, I would certainly say it is definitely worth it to get the MetaQuest 3S because it's a more budget version, but if you want to go higher end, then you can certainly go higher end. This guy is worth it if you want to get something easy to start with. Like, the games in themselves, if you're getting VR chat, then it's even more worth it because it's easy, accessible through this, and all that. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this little video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later when I talk about the Halloween special. Bye!